Okay, so welcome to DSIFD and pleasure to meet you all today. So are you aware like what is the workshop all about? We are going to have today interaction with about the fashion styling. Okay, and I can see that are all are very curious to know about me, myself. So I am Ms. Nidhi Gosalia and I'm a fashion stylist and fashion designer. I am a mentor also for the fashion um, industry and I design for films and costumes also and commercial televisions and I design for that. So yeah, today I will be guiding you with all the things like what is all about fashion styling and what we can do with the styling and what is the profession all about. Okay, so I will be discussing with you all the things. um I'll introduce you first of all like what is all about the fashion styling. Okay, so and I just want that everybody should on their videos and so that I can interact more conveniently with you all. Otherwise, there is some interaction which I am doing. I feel that I'm just going on. Yeah. So
Yes.
please cooperate over here. Please on your videos. Okay, so let's get comfortable and I'll start. Okay. Now, here you all have joined this workshop and you know like what is the topic all about. It's about fashion styling. Okay, now might be some must be confused like what is fashion styling and what is fashion designing. So let me just clear this thing first of all with you all that fashion designing is what that you are building a garment. Okay, you are creating a garment in your own way, innovating it and presenting it. Okay, this is the work of the fashion designer. That fashion designer has to design and create that garment for the particular body or particular personality. Okay, but when I am talking about fashion styling, it means image making. Image making, here you're building an image of a person, okay, by giving them a look, by creating a look of them. So what is the difference that fashion designer is creating a garment and fashion stylist is creating a look of that particular garment. Now suppose you created a very beautiful gala gown, suppose a gown for the red carpet. Okay, you designed that as a fashion designer. But how are you going to present that? How you are going to present that design? That is also very important. Okay, so whenever styling comes, it means that we have to give the overall look to that personality. Okay, from top to bottom. Okay, and fashion designer also does that. Nowadays, it's like fashion designer comes stylist. Like both the things are handling together. But mostly, when you're working in a professional platforms, okay, there are the stylists who has to do their work and there are the designers who has to provide the costumes to the stylist. So mainly stylist is working with all the brands, stylist is working with designers, top designers also, and stylist is working with the films and televisions and like so many categories are there in that. Okay, so let me tell you first like what are the categories of the fashion style. Okay, there are so many. Whenever you become a fashion stylist, okay, after gaining good knowledge, and here very important thing that you have to keep in mind, your skills are all on your observation. Your observation should be very good, excellent it should be, and you should be very creative but obvious because we are into the creative field, so we need to be creative with that thing. Okay, so what is the categories of these fashion styling? Now there are the stylists who work for digital platforms like social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and a lot of other accounts are there. Okay, there are some designers who are working for catwalk, like for the fashion show. These fashion stylists, what they do now, here the stylist is working on catwalk. Now, catwalk means like suppose there is a Ritu Kumar show of, or if it is there a Chanel show. So what? Who is going to present their collection? So the collection is presented by the fashion stylist. Fashion stylist is going to
Apparel
decide
supply.
that what is the look. Um, I think you all should
अगले
just
साल
mute your.
अप्रैल में 27 तारीख
Please mute your.
तो वो तो 11
Works.
मई को होने वाली थी ना इस साल कोरोना
I'm sorry. Can you please mute your videos and just on your videos, but don't mute your audio, please. Thank you. Yeah. So, what is the thing that you have to keep in mind that there are the other categories? So let me just go with that. I'm sorry, there is a disturbance because of the whoever is speaking. Please don't do that. Yeah. So there is one more category now, another category that is about, as I said about catwalk, where the in the catwalk, like all the models who are walking on the ramp, that stylist will be deciding their look. Okay, as per the collections and the themes which are given. Then there are the editorial stylists. Editorial stylists are the one who are working on the platform of magazines. Okay, where you can see, you all have seen this Vogue magazines, Elle magazines, and Hapa Bazaar magazines. So many fashion magazines are there. For that, all the things which you can see on that magazine, the cover page, especially, you can see the cover page itself. That is styled by a stylist. That is all the costumes and everything is sourced out from the designers and then the styling is done on them. Okay, so this is the thing which the fashion stylist, editorial fashion stylist does. They have to continuously work. It's a very under pressurized work, and they have to be continuously on the shoots. Like there are the sets created, and there they have to go, and then they have to style upon the models, whatever with the all, like it's called as an ensemble. The look is called as an ensemble. Okay, so they have to set the look as per the theme and the concept which is given, or maybe sometimes a script which is given for ad campaigns or something like that. So this is what all about the editorial shoots. Then they have to coordinate in editorial shoots. They have to coordinate with the editor in chief, the director of the whole shoot, and even the photographers and cinematographers. So here the stylist has to be with them continuously. They have to interact with them, and they have to understand like what the next model is going to pose, and they have to even suggest the poses also to the model, because sometimes model is not aware, and they have to the here the fashion stylist role is also that they have to decide the pose also sometimes. Okay, so this is what all about editorial issue. Then next editorial stylist, then comes the stylist which is wardrobe stylist. Now who are the wardrobe stylists? Wardrobe stylists are the one who are personally designing to the clients, like anyone. Okay, so suppose you all are there, and if someone, your friend, is going to hire you, okay, she is telling you that please design for me the whole wardrobe which is there in my home. I just want that, I want some new fresh thing. I'm bored with all this every time wearing the same costumes, and I don't have any good look. I need something interesting. You are a fashion stylist, you are a wardrobe stylist, so I will like that you give me some nice look, okay, and change my personality. I want to give something very beautiful look. So what here the wardrobe stylist is doing, that from the start, that is A to Z, she will be looking upon all the, she will be checking upon her whole cupboard, like that's a wardrobe, and she will be deciding all like what is there and what she should not keep up, like she should discard it and she can utilize those discarded things in other way. Okay, because being a stylist, it's very important that you don't waste anything. You have to make from waste also. Okay, so try to save the things because sustainability is also important. So here you are doing that. So wardrobe styling is something very, 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 very professional. It means that you have to be very excellent in that, because ultimately you are designing and styling to a personally the client and not for the film. Like sometimes we adjust in the film, if the dress is loose we can just alter it, but here everything has to be perfectionist, because client won't accept your all the mistakes, it will be a bad impression. So it's very important that here you should know completely from A to Z all the steps of wardrobe styling. Okay, so I will be discussing with you like what is in details little bit. Okay, let me just complete with this categories. So this is the another category. Then next is the category which is a personal stylist. Now there is a difference between a wardrobe stylist and a personal stylist. Personal stylist is someone who is can be a celebrity also. Okay, sometimes personal styling is only for that person. You cannot then style for others. Like sometimes it can be like that. They can give you the contracts also that you are hired for me forever. Like you will be styling for me. You will be styling for all my occasions wherever I am. um have to visit. So generally, personal stylists are working on big, big platforms with celebrities or some big socialites or with so many things. Even, yeah, it's not necessary that only celebrities, but it can, mostly it's like that. But it can be your personal friends also, where you will be styling personally for them. Okay. But your friends won't be giving you the contract. They can hire you on the basis of whatever your uh, all the remunerations are there. But yes, personal stylist has to keep in mind about one more thing, that is personal shopping. Like the personal stylist is going to decide about fabrics, going to decide about the look, everything. So from fabric, even if personal stylist is the one who has to shop the ready-made garments also for your client. So you have to go for shopping, and the day you start doing the shopping for them, you have to, sometimes they will tell you that I want to go for a wedding or something, then I want you to come with me because you are a personal stylist. So you will be visiting with them. So that's what is all about the personal styling. Okay. Next is about that. These are the basic things which I have told you. Rest all the stylists which are working, they can be a costumes and costume stylists, that is called as, who are working for films, televisions, commercials, and all. So for that, costume styling is depending everything on their character designing. Okay, so how the character is all about, what is the script, what is the changes, how many changes are there, the where the director has mentioned in the script. Okay, so all that you have to go with the script, and then accordingly you have to style upon the look. Now there are the look test happens first in during when the film starts. Before the film starts, director will call you up on, they will sign you upon, and they will give you an agreement to sign upon, because every stylist who are being hired in a professional level, they have to sign their agreements. Because that's very important for you and for them also, in terms of your payments. So and also for if any problems create, and if have your agreement with you, then it will be more better for you to be safe with these things. Okay, sometimes dress get lost or something happens, then you can at least uh, take an action. But if it is nothing, you don't have any agreements or you don't have anything regarding that you are a stylist for this film, then how you will be get recognizable. So here the important thing is, um, okay, so there are some questions. I will be answering all your questions at the end of the session. So please keep patience for some time. As yeah, I will be answering whatever your doubts are there. I will be answering to you. Okay. Yeah. So what is the thing that costume stylist does? Now you have seen so many films, like Indian movies only you can take, like Padmavat movie, suppose I say, or Bahubali, you say. How the costumes are designed, how the costume, only the designer is not working here. Designer, stylist, and the whole department of the designing team and the stylist team are working together. Okay, for the films, if there are huge films, there are not only one designers, there are many designers, and there are many stylists also. Okay, but every category is different. For films, styling is completely different. Like you can, I'll give you example of Manish Malhotra or Rocky S, how they are styling in the films. They are not only providing the costumes, being a fashion designers, but they are acting as a fashion stylist also, and they are giving the look, like how Urmila Matondkar's look was decided by in the Rangila film. That was the look which was decided by Manish Malhotra. Okay, so this is the character designing and character styling. Okay, don't forget that stylist is not only doing taking care about costume. Stylist has to take care about makeup. She has to coordinate, or he has to coordinate with the makeup artist also. They have to, they have like stylist has to tell the look. They have to discuss with each other, yeah, this is the look and this is the way we want it. Okay, so here stylist will be deciding that what kind of footwears, what kind of hairstyle, what kind of makeup, everything what will be there, the stylists will be deciding about. Okay, generally nowadays it's like the fashion designers are only uh, doing both the things, like fashion styling also and fashion designing also. But uh, sometimes there is a very big budget films, then they require more people. They cannot completely dependent on one. So here and now, like celebrities has their own stylist. Even if the costume designer is there for the film, still every celebrity, like big celebrities, like any of the celebrities you can say, they will be hiring their personal stylist, will be always with them. Okay, so here the styling in the films and televisions is very completely different than the wardrobe styling and the personal styling. Okay, and commercial styling is what, again it's about advertisements. Now you can see, you see so many advertising every day in your television. Yes, so these television, whatever the characters which are there, which you can see in the ads, these are also styled by the stylist. Okay, so they have to decide the look, like how the grandfather will look, or how the mother will look, or how the kid will look. So that's all the things which we can see in ads, also commercials that are called a commercials. So in that also the styling has to be, the stylist has to decide the look. So always the look test is happened, like before everything starts, all the characters are called upon, all the actors are called upon, artists are called upon, whether it is junior artist or senior artist, they are called upon to the studio of the production house. And there the stylist has to get their team. Now the stylist has team, like they have a dress dada, they have a dress iron man also with them. Everything the stylist has to uh, get with them. So okay, stylists also have to keep in their kits so many things, like needles, threads, belts, and there are the safety pins, and there are the, you can say, tapes with double sided tapes and all, whatever is required for the shoot. So that I will be, I can send you that the kit, this all the materials, I'll be sending it to you on WhatsApp after these two session gets over. I will just give you all the list, like what the stylist has to carry when they go for their professional work. Okay, so here now what is the thing that this stylist, they will be deciding, they have to read upon. Very important work of the stylist is to do research before developing any look. Very, very important point to be noted is that they have to research on that particular look. Okay, how are you going to research now? Researching is something you cannot just go to the Google and just type the words and just find it out. No, for that, you should have a knowledge about how to create the look, what is the inspiration all about you're going to take in your design development and in your styling development. What is the mood created for that character or for that personality? What is the mood and what is the story about? So all this thing will start the journey from inspiration. So, what is the first thing you need to decide is about inspiration. Inspiration board. mood board, color board, fabric swatch boards. Same like how the fashion designer does. Same like that, fashion stylist also has to do it. Okay. So for that, for gaining that inspiration, there are some games, brainstorming games you should always play in your day-to-day life so that you get updated with your creativity. Okay, always brainstorming is very important. Any of the inspiration which you take, it should have a story. You cannot just make a design or style the look normally and just show it out. And you have to always keep your USP, that is the unique, your unique style in that. You should always have your signature style. Okay. Suppose you are a wardrobe stylist. Okay. And your friend has hired you and she is by profession a journalist. Now, if she is a journalist, she has to, and she is a senior journalist, and generally she is to the very big, like she has to visit so many people, she has to coordinate with them, she has to go at so many places. Then she wants her wardrobe to be very outstanding and very beautiful and something very professional and very unique. She should stand out from something else, someone, all others. She should stand out. So she will be hiring you as a wardrobe stylist. So it's your responsibility over here as a wardrobe stylist that how you decide her look. Now, how you will decide her look? For that, you should need some inspiration, right? Because we are creative people. Unless we don't get inspired, how can we create a look? We cannot just copy randomly by from Instagrams and just searching out the look and we can just give. That won't be that interesting. Okay. If you will be, you can do that only if you are, you know how to get inspired, you know how to create the mood board, you know how to create the style. For that you need to study fashion styling. Understood? So here it's in these 2 days workshop I will be briefing you about overall what we can do. But it's that if you really want to become and you want to set your career as a fashion stylist, then you need to complete this course of the fashion styling, because 2 days nothing can happen. In just 2 days you cannot learn everything. Yeah. But yes, I will be briefing you about it, like what is all about. Okay. So now see, the digital stylist, like fashion influencers, fashion bloggers, they are also act as a digital stylist also, where like I can give you e-commerce stylist also. Now e-commerce stylist is Myntra and Flipkart or Amazon, whatever you can see. What happens in there? Like what the stylist does over there? Stylist has to work on the concepts of all the particular designers who have placed their collections on Myntra or Flipkart or any of the platforms. These are the e-commerce. And there it's very important that what combinations you give. So very important thing is to keep in mind the color combinations. Like suppose there is one designer and they want to sell their garments of pants and shirts. Okay. Now pants, how the stylist will be presenting on the model. Okay. How is the stylist, how she is going to style that model with that particular pant. Okay, so here it's very I'm sorry, please excuse me, please whoever is audible, please just off your audio for some time. Please cooperate, just mute your audio. I think not with I don't know who is the person now whose audio is on. Is it iPhone? Whoever is the iPhone, please. Please off your audio, sorry. Okay. So, what is important is about color combination, your inspiration again you have to take over here. It's not only that you are going for e-commerce styling and you just have to mix match the things which are provided by the designer. No, you have to set a look over there also. Now there are the looks like bohemian look, there are the looks like gothic looks, there are the look like geeky look. So what are all this? These are the types of stylings which we have going to learn from our fashion history. Okay, whatever the fashion was there long back, like 60s, 70s, 80s fashion, we should know that, we should have that knowledge. Like how was the hippie culture moment started? How was the punk look started? What was the bohemian look? All this comes into the fashion timeline. That's a historical history of the fashion, which we every stylist should know. Okay, from 1900s to 2020 now, whatever the right now the current fashion is going on. But what is the main thing that fashion stylist has to do is not to follow the trends. Generally, it is being said and taught sometimes in the colleges also that fashion stylist has to follow the trends. No, fashion stylist has to understand like what are the trends. They should know about it, but that is not necessary that they have to completely blindly follow the trends, because sometimes that particular body, as per the trend whatever is there, suppose the trend is about crop top. Now if there is a body type which is not suitable for the crop top, how she will be wearing that crop top? Yes. So here, fashion stylists don't need to follow the trend. Yes, they should be aware of what are the trends are, but they should not follow the trend. So this is very important point which I am telling you. Keep this in mind. Don't follow the trends blindly. Open your mind, open up completely. You should be very open-minded, because if you are restricted to yourself, that then you will not be able to expose your creativity that much to that level. So you need to be very open minded, you need to be very bold, you need to be very creative in build. And important is about observing. I'll tell you one of the very great example. Not it can be example, but it's about a very great legend, and his name is Ray Petrie, and how he has became a stylist. Ray Petrie, he is the very legendary stylist. And what is the speciality of his styling? You know, what is the speciality? Observing the day-to-day life people. Every day, when he came to London, and when he, it's a story and it's a very important fashion. You should know them, Ray Petrie. He is the person who brought a very signature style, and the name is Buffalo style. Okay, so this Buffalo style, what is the Buffalo style about? What you do generally now, when you wear a t-shirt and the jeans, you wear a jacket. Yes. So this style came from where, you know? From Ray Petrie. He was the person who has introduced this style. So today we are, thanks to him, that we are doing that. Like we can layer up, we can do the things, we can layer the things in so many ways, like where we wear a skirt, we wear a t-shirt, and then we wear a blazer jacket. Sometimes we do this in the Western outfits. So this is the thing which was created, the buffalo look. It's all about the jacket and the denims, and then the t-shirt inside, under dress. The t-shirt is acted as a underdress also, and the main dress also. So this is what the Ray Petrie has introduced, and how he introduced, what was the thing which he was always, he has designed, he has styled for so many celebrities, especially the Naomi Campbell. And what is the speciality now? He is no more into the world. He died because he grew older, but in his very young age, from that he has started styling for the magazines, and he was the first stylist, we can say, after all the it from 80s, from 60s.